5 months ago, I came up with an idea to revolutionize content creation forever, the world's first all in one AI content tool. But there's one big problem. I've never coded a single day in my life. Like, seriously, I don't even know how to say, hello, my name is on Python. So, in this video, I'm going to be taking you through the journey of how I've came up with this idea to all the way to where we are today, where I'm only 4 weeks away from the product being completely finished. And like any good start, it all starts with the idea. So, how did I come up with this idea? So, previously, before going all in on this software, I was running a content agency, and I mean, it was pretty successful. I was 20 at the time, I'm now 21. I was making around $50,000 a month. Life was pretty good. I had completely taken myself outside of the business. I had operations managers, tons of editors, scripters. I was really living the dream life. But when you start really honing in on stuff and you start looking at the numbers, things weren't really making sense for me. For every single new client I had to sign, I then had to go and hire a brand new editor, scriptwriter to be able to fulfill the work for them. So as my revenue increased, my profit didn't really increase. And of course, that's not the best type of business. Secondly, I couldn't really serve the amount of people I wanted. It's a very brick and mortar business. A lot of people are required. Editors, scripters, social media managers, op managers, meaning we had to charge quite a lot of money. And it really didn't fulfill me. My main focus was helping as many people as I possibly could with content creation. So after I decided that, and I knew this isn't something I really wanted to really progress on with further, because truthfully, business was kind of slowing down with all these other AI solutions. And I remember getting tons of objections on sales calls, actually. People mentioned AI and everything. So I took a step back and I was like, hold on, I keep seeing a recurring pattern. And this pattern is AI. Let me investigate. I then started finding out about AI editors like Submagic, AI scriptwriters like Jasper, AI graphic designers, Canva. Yeah, believe it or not, I didn't even know till I researched. Canva do a lot of AI stuff now. And I was like, hold on, I think I'm onto something. And I was like, I don't really want to compete with Submagic. I don't really want to compete with Jasper. They've got their USPs already. They've got their users. I probably can't yet build something good enough, which is going to take all their users to mine. So how can I do that? And I decided, why not just take the best pieces from this competitor, this competitor, this competitor, this competitor, and just merge it into the world's first all-in-one AI content tool? And that's what I did. But before I went ahead with it, and this is what I strongly recommend doing, no matter what you're building, you need to validate this idea. I had already validated it because I knew there was product market fit with my agency, with pretty much every single person in the world wanting to create content. But I had to really dig deeper to really just solidify this finding. So I reached out to all my clients to further understand what their biggest bottleneck is when it comes to content, even though that they're working with me, we're meant to be making it easier for them. Kind of from the feedback I got, we weren't really. So I found out, and the two biggest things is, of course, time and money. So after I got this finding from my clients, I then reached out to my friends who are also in my space, like agencies, coaches, etc. They make content so much, and I was like, so what's the biggest problems you face? Once again, time and money. So I was like, okay, we're getting onto something. They're paying thousands per month for editors, script writers themselves. My clients are paying me thousands per month. They don't really want to, but they need to. How can I get them to pay for something which is truly gonna really help them, and it's something they love? They're not just gonna churn after 3 to 6 months. So then I thought, let's just take the best elements of this once again, this, and we pieced it together. I told them about it, told them about this idea. They were like, dude, this is genius. So I went ahead and I started developing it. So this is really the first stage, coming up with the idea. And I suggest for anyone, no matter if it's a software you want to come up with, agency, coaching, it doesn't matter. First, validate the idea. It is so important. I can't speak too much on it yet just because I haven't actually launched the software. So it may be the fact that all these people have told me, but how much does the bigger marketplace want it? I know it's going to crush, but I'm just putting it out there. But after this, as you know, I was faced with the next roadblock. And this roadblock is the fact that I just do not know how to code. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I tried to do it myself. I downloaded, what was the app called? I got my laptop here now, Visual Code Studio. And I just tried it to figure it out, but Absolutely nothing made sense to me. And I was like, by the time I actually figure out how to code good enough to be able to build an app, someone's going to already do it. I've told so many people they're going to take this idea, build it themselves. So then I was like, my only other option is finding developers. But how can I find developers when I have no experience on the software world? People could literally be lying to me about pricing. They could rip me off. They could not be a good developer. So this is really when it just came down to interviewing a bunch of people, understanding their business, understanding what they've previously built, and seeing if we've clicked, seeing as we actually have some sort of connection together. And it's really important to me. If I'm on a meeting with you 2-3 times a week where you're showing me progress, I'm giving ideas to you, it's really important that we have a very good relationship straight away. And then I finally found a team of developers who are absolutely incredible. I'm still using them now. But of course, when you're that good and you connect with someone that much, a pretty large cost come with it. So like any sane person, what I did, instead of just keeping all that money I've made from my agency, maybe invest in it, etc., 500, good sort of return each year. No, not me. I took all that money and I invested it into these developers. But because I really needed to be able to focus on it, build out the Figma models, the UX, UI, really showed them the different workflows I wanted. I knew that if I still had my sales and marketing going for Fusion Media, which is my agency, I was going to be too far divided. I couldn't truly devote all my attention to this. So once again, like any sane person, I cut off all sales and I cut off all marketing, and I just went straight ahead on this. I know it's crazy. I was doing 50K a month. My business was growing each month as well. Granted, it was kind of slowing down a bit for the last 2 months, but it was still growing either way. And I just stopped it. I cut off absolutely everything. I still am to this day with the existing clients who haven't churned yet, because it's still been a while. We do have churning clients. And I just fully devoted all my attention onto this. So now from us working together, the main thing which was really important that I developed was my understanding of the software world. Once again, I came into this with literally no experience at all. So when I first wrote the first project scope of the features I wanted included, my timeline, my predicted timeline of how long I thought it would take, everyone looked at me like I was crazy. I was literally asking for them not even to take the best of 2-3 competitors. I was asking them to take the best of 20-30 competitors. It was insane. Now I reflect back on it. I wanted to be the next Zapier when it came to content automations. I wanted to build the next Premiere Pro within my tool. I wanted to build literally the next everything. And when I started really digging deep and understanding about software, how long it takes to actually build not just a product, because you can actually build a product relatively quickly, but a very good one which can deal with scale, which users love, users don't churn on, it takes ridiculously long. So after I understood this, okay, I scrapped the old product scope and I was like, let's go into a new one, but let's further research what people really want. And the 3 biggest things I found people valued the most was an AI editor. It's not meant to compete with Premiere Pro. It's meant to be a quick solution where people can upload something, add captions, add a bit of B-roll, add a few graphics in a matter of minutes. So they can do it themselves, so they don't need to hire an editor, or they can put some sort of virtual agent in it. So once again, they're still not paying editor prices. Next, a script writer, but not just a cookie cutter solution, something where they can take YouTube scripts, Instagram scripts, PDFs, websites. They can extract all the transcripts, all the copy of it, and then ask AI to model their scripts of it. And then finally, competitor analysis. So this is where, before they start writing videos, coming up with ideas, even filming it, they can understand what's working best for their competitors. So these are the 3 things which we focused on. And as time just progressed, I really just developed my understanding on, okay, if I ask my developers to do this, it's going to take this long. Wait, they can actually do this pretty quickly. Oh no, they can do it pretty fast. It also allowed me to understand what's just shiny object syndrome. And I still get it a lot, to be totally honest. I was on the phone the other day with my friend. It was actually Monday night. And I was like, dude, this competitor just went and released this. What am I doing? How am I going to compete? And once again, he brought me back. This is just shiny object syndrome, Joseph. Do not worry, your tool is better. You are in your own lane. So it's really helping me develop that understanding as well, that I do not need to try and compete with a million other people. I can stay in my own lane. No one else has this all-in-one content system. Everyone's doing these individual things. So I need to stop comparing myself to all these people. And it's really important for me to understand that. So it's really developed me in so many ways. My understanding of software, my mindset is just continuously elevated. I'm constantly striving for more now, which is just incredible. And now it's brought us to this point. We are now 4 weeks away from launch, and reflecting back on how far we've come, it is absolutely incredible. And I know the steps I've given you guys, yeah, they sound super simple. But the thing is that they can be really simple if you want them to. Of course, you are going to go through trials and tribulations when it comes to making a software, comes to making whatever you want, whatever passion you want to put out into this world. But a lot of the times, and it's really thanks to my developers, my friends around me, my team from my agency, telling me that you don't always need to overcomplicate things. Things can be really simple. So I really want you to watch this video and understand that no matter what the blockages are, no matter really what you want to achieve, you can achieve it no matter what the roadblocks. Remember, 5 months ago, I didn't know how to code. I could have taken this idea with me to the grave. Granted, I had money from my agency, but when I started my agency, I was broke as a joke. I had nothing. So to get to where I am, I had to do kind of like a lily pad leap. In a way, if you think about it. So I really just want you to understand that you can go and start that software project. You can go ahead, start that agency, start that coaching program. No matter what it is, you can go ahead with it. And I'm just very excited to just continue to film every single thing that I'm doing for Fusion AI. Continue to show that crazy amount of progression we're making. Even if you guys create content yourself, maybe you'll want to use it one day because you know it's going to help you. But either way, no matter what it is, really understand that the sky's the limit and you can achieve anything. And yeah, I hope you found this it's actually a relatively short video, to be honest. Interesting on how I went from coming up with the idea to how we're now only 4 weeks away from it being built. I've given my absolute all to it. I'm excited to continue documenting over the next 4 weeks and beyond of all the progress we're making and everything. But no matter what you want, guys, go ahead and achieve it and let nothing get in your way. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe.